This is my trouble prevention program. Okay, and so you got lucky because when I was searching through all that stuff, this is my interview package for a head coach. Okay, nice. So everybody asked me. I said, listen, I told you, I don't fight fires. I prevent fires. Okay, so what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you the concept. The base of the concept is we're gonna give them a case. So you're gonna do it. We're gonna go through 2 of these. Okay, so we got this case. You're gonna read it. We're gonna set the clock for 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes. Okay, and all we're gonna do. So we're gonna read the case. We're going to put the consequences on the left, or the actions on the left, and the consequences of those actions on the right. Okay? So we don't want any judgment. All right? We don't want anybody to be like, that's not, oh, you can't do that. And I'm going to be the bad guy in the room so that you understand how this works. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do this. Okay? We're not going to make this a big deal. Okay? So I'm going to do, we did 6 weeks straight when I started it. It's all the same 6 cases, basically. Fighting, cheating, drunk girl sex, drunk driving. I said cheating. There's like 6 of them. I got them on here. Missing 2. Sleep driving. And then I got a new one like ATVs, watercraft accidents, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So 6 cases, okay? And then what we'll do is, after that 6 weeks, I just field the team, okay? So every 3 weeks after that, then we'll do a case, okay? And then, like right now, we haven't done a case all season. But I'll send a reminder out, or I'll send an article based on one of the cases out, okay? So, you know, like street fight interdiction, right? I lost a player in New Hampshire, tried to stop a guy from beating his girlfriend, and got killed him, got stabbed. Okay, so that's a case, all right? So now I just send them a reminder, send them that article, right? We talk about drunk girl sex. I send them the 2. I got 2 amazing cases where 2 guys, one dude sat in jail for 2.5 years because he didn't have money for a lawyer before they dropped his case. And then another case, the 2 kids were suspended for 9 months. And they had videoed the whole thing. And so then they got off, but they got charged with 7 Class A felonies. So I got both of those cases. So then as a filler, I'll send them that case. I'll send them that article. They'll read the article and then they'll be like, holy smokes. That case, man, that's the case we did 3 months ago. He ain't lying. So you're just keeping it fresh in their head. So now we're to the point. So once we do the case, we'll end it with, it's just not worth it, right? So now I'll send out, is it? And they'll come back and be like, hell nah, coach, it ain't worth it. Right? And that's all we're really trying to get them to understand. So here's where this came from. So when I was at the Naval Academy, we have this thing called ethics and leadership. Everything was right and wrong. Okay, but I got raised by a truck driver. We stole from the Army dump. Every Saturday we went to the Army dump and rifled through the dump for stuff. Okay? So I grew up stealing. So what's right to me is not right to everybody else. Okay? But if you tell me that it's not right, then I don't like you. And I'm not receptive to what you're trying to sell me. But if I ask you, is it worth it? Now it's for me to judge whether it's right or wrong. Right?
Awesome.
And so that's the basic, like, okay, here's how, all we're trying to do is get them to think about, is it worth it? Right? That's all we're trying to get them to do, to slow them down in their decision-making process. Okay? So we got one change. You know, you heard about our wrestler that died on the freeway, changing a tire?
Yeah.
Okay? So I learned it as soon as I drove. My dad said, listen, you don't ever change a tire on the freeway. He said, I don't care if you drive the rim off the car. You don't ever get out of your car on the freeway. He said, when you park your car on the freeway, it's on the shoulder. It's not on the asphalt at all. He said, if there's a guardrail you can't get off, you drive that car to the next exit. He said, I don't care about that wheel. I don't care about that rim. Okay, so we got a case, right? You get a flat tire. It's a mile to the exit. What do you do? Right? Yeah, it's on the driver's side. Yeah, right? Like you figure it out, right? And so you do all these cases, and basically what happens is they're able to transcend the situation that they're in now to one of the cases.
Cool.
And they have, it's basically, we're teaching them decision-making process, right?